Okay. I'd like to bring the Town of Wappinger Zoning Board of Appeals meeting to order. Can I have roll call, please, B?
Here. Here. Here.
Here. First order of business tonight would be acceptance of the minutes from August 9th, 2022. Has everybody had a chance to read them?
Yes.
Just
Make a motion to accept.
Any changes? Any revisions? No? Can I have a motion to accept the minutes as written?
Motion to accept.
Have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. All right, next order of business tonight, adjourned public hearing, appeal number 227758. Can I have a motion, please, to open the public hearing?
Open the public hearing?
I'll second.
Okay, have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so moved. The applicant is not coming this evening. He asked that we adjourn the public hearing again to the September 27th meeting. So I guess, Barbara, then we'll just have a motion to then adjourn the public hearing?
Right, but on the record, part of the reason this is being adjourned is that it came to our attention that another variance will be requested. So we will do the paperwork, the application will be amended, they will republish and resend out certified return receipt
Gotcha.
mail to the neighbors. And I believe B, they'd like to be on the 27th. So adjourn this to September 27th when they'll come in and address this last variance.
Gotcha. Okay, so that being said then, can I have a motion, please, to adjourn this application to the to the September 27th meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Okay. Mr. Delacourt, would you please step down to the podium? Okay. All right, so the next order of business tonight is a discussion, appeal number 227762, area variance, Angela Bettina and Thomas Delacourt, seeking an area variance section 24037 of district regulations in an R20 zoning district where 75 feet to the front yard property line to a county road is required. The applicant can provide 67 feet for the construction of an 8x12 pre-built shed, thus requesting a variance of 8 feet. The property is located at 1 Booth Boulevard and is identified as tax grid number 605603469460 in the town of Wappinger. For the record, Mr. Delacourt, please state your name and address.
Tom Delacourt, 1 Booth Boulevard, Wappinger Falls.
Wonderful. Could you have give us a brief description of what you need and why you need it?
Okay, yes, we're installing a pre-built shed, 8x12, and we have a unique feature of having 2 front yards in the town, and
We
so
see that quite often.
we have very little space, basically. So what we're trying to do is place it where it's going to be easy to get to and sort of fits in with the rest of the site, which isn't much there. So we have 2 sheds on premises. One of them is going to come down. It's an 8x10.
Gotcha. Yeah, in the application, you saw a picture of a couple different sheds as you started the one that basically you'll be installing, right?
Yeah, it's pre-built. Yeah.
Got it.
So the bottom on the right-hand side,
Yep.
the yellow one is going to be the one.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
The one that you started.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to have a concrete slab.
So the shed will basically be sitting on a slab.
It's going to be sitting on a slab, yeah.
Gotcha.
As soon as we get the approval, we'll start the construction. And we also had the additional 75 feet from County Road, which,
Got ya.
so that really,
Yeah, we do have sometimes these quirky properties like lines that we run into now and again on the board.
if you look at the site map, you can see that the house sits way back in the corner. You guys have seen it, but you've never been up there.
Yeah, we've been there. You're across the street neighbor had a couple things going
Yeah.
on a few times. I did pretty straightforward, guys. I mean, if I'm looking at the plan and what Tom has put in the packet, we can see what's going on. If you guys have any other questions for Tom?
The only question I have is, as a board, we've ran into this multiple times, multiple times. Not because it's you, but I think maybe this needs to be addressed in our town, because we seem to always run into this two front yard thing.
Well, that's just zoning and corners in general everywhere.
Yeah,
So it's not indicative of just Wappingers. So the problem is that when you have a corner, the house could really face either street or be catty corner. So it really isn't so much where the house is, it's just you're visible from both sides. So if you're an interior lot, that whole front yard, you'd want clear of obstructions or sheds to keep it neat and so that it keeps a certain look to a neighborhood. So unfortunately, and not just Tom, but all corners, you're then visible on two sides. So that's a problem.
yeah,
And it's just that way. I've looked in other codes for other towns and it's very similar because you don't want a pool 20 feet from the road because it's their side.
Yeah,
So that becomes a problem. In Tom's case, it's a little more problematic because he has a lot of front yard on both streets because the house was just built pretty far back. But
Yeah.
for the record, where he's looking to put this shed, it's also behind a fence. So it's not, it's pretty far up on Chelsea. It's not that visible from Booth because again, it will be behind a fence. And his backyard is very small
yeah.
and the shed's not big either.
Well,
There's a
And there's
hedge
quite a bit of
also.
vegetation there as well, right?
There's a hedge, a
If I
good
remember, yes.
15, I think
Is it a
15.
fence or a hedge?
Well, there's a fence,
Is there a fence?
there's a
And,
fence.
and greenery.
Yeah,
Correct.
shrub, yeah, there's a
Yeah,
hedge in the
correct.
front of the house, which is about 15, white pine, about 15 feet high all the way. So it will be easy to see.
To see. Yeah,
So
All right.
one other thing, what we did do in the code on houses that are on county or state roads, so you're on a town road and a county road, for houses that were built before zoning a long time ago, some of them were built, say 9D, literally 25 feet from the road, because the roads were very small and narrow, and now they've been widened. So not for accessory structures, but where you'll see less variances, if somebody's looking to put a front porch on, instead of going by the 75 feet, if the house is an older house, we'll go by the zoning of that zone. So if it was R20, it would only need to be 35 feet back. So we are trying to give waivers in a sense to help some of the older properties.
gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha. Well, we'll plan on doing a site visit, not this Saturday, but the following, the 10th. So on September 10th at approximately 9 o'clock.
It'll be after Labor Day.
Yes.
We have we'll have a skip date, right?
Well, you said we still want to do it on the 10th? You guys okay for the 10th site visit?
Yeah.
Is that okay with you, Tom?
Yeah,
9, 10? All right, so we'll do it on the 10th at 9 o'clock. 9, 10 at 9 o'clock. We got that?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And we'll do, we'll set a public hearing date. So we'll do the public hearing date on the 13th. Sorry, B.
I'm sorry,
And that being said, we will see you on the 10th. Actually, we'll see you in about 3 seconds. But so you're all set? All set.
Thank you.
All right. No further business this evening for the board. Could I have a motion, please, to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Could I have a second?
Oh, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. We're adjourned.
I think we got it before we sat down.